You're listening to the Grace Plus Zero podcast, exploring the crossroads of culture, faith, and family from a biblical worldview. And now your host.
Welcome to Grace Plus Zero. This is a crumbs episode. Even the dogs do eat the crumbs that fall from the master's table. One of the vital issues that free will religion never addresses is the fact that God never made any provision for the recovery of evil spirits. It argues that in order for God to be just, he had to give every human being a chance to be saved. But where Satan and his diabolical cohorts are concerned, it seems, that the same formula does not apply. According to Armenian religion, God can justly condemn the evil spirits to eternal misery with no possibility of recovery, but he can't be a righteous God unless he provides a way of escape for all of humanity. Now, these two positions are totally inconsistent. If God, in order to be just, had to have provided an opportunity for all mankind to get saved, then, he would have had to provide the same kind of opportunity for the devil and other wicked spirits. And this is the dilemma from which a lot of free will religionists just can't seem to escape. The truth is, God did not even make a provision for the recovery of all the human race, much less the wicked spirits. Not everyone's name is written in the book of life, Revelations 13:8, and all such characters will definitely worship Satan. Now, of these, Christ said, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do." You read this in John 8:44. In 2 Peter 2:14 we read, "They have eyes full of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin." Just like Satan and the other evil spirits that hate God and are incapable of any kind of honorable sorrow for their wickedness or of any good feeling toward God. Therefore, if God had made any kind of offer of salvation to them, they would just reject it with abhorrence. They just totally deny it. These, as natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. There is a world that God loved and for whom he gave his Son. John 3:16 speaks of this world. And there is a world for whom Christ would not pray for. John 17:9. And no matter how strongly the religious world dislikes and rejects this reality, it still remains an unalterable truth. There are sheep and there are goats, and they will always remain a separate people. Matthew 25:31 through 46 discusses these two different distinct groups of people. Their separate and distinct characteristics are clearly laid out in the Scriptures. And those that are referred to as sheep will at last be received into the kingdom, which was prepared for them from the foundation of the world. And those that are spoken of as goats, they'll go away into everlasting punishment. And this is the truth, whether you like it or not.
You're listening to the Grace Plus Zero podcast.